So everyone, today in Warframe, we're going to quickly check out Devstream 173 recap. So everyone is aware, this is a huge Devstream, which is like 90% quality of life. We're getting Grendel Prime, right? We're getting Dagath for Abyss of Dagath. October 18th is when the update is. We're getting clan cross-play functionality next update, meaning I'm on PC. I will finally be able to invite console, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch players to the new clan, or like same clan, sorry. So there's a ton of stuff to go over. This was a 2-hour long dev stream pretty much. The first little bit is them just like shooting the shit, chatting, talking, chilling, right? Normal stuff. So we can quickly just like speed through the first 10-15 minutes, right? They were selling Lotus Blend coffee, talking about like quality of life, TennoCon VIP 2023. So they're just talking about stuff. If you're going to TwitchCon, you can check out VIP Tenno VIP for people who are going. Yeah, I don't think they talked about cross-trade, so I don't believe there's going to be any cross-trade functionality. Just like general shenanigans. People thought Pablo was naked, apparently, with his skin-colored shorts. It was a good time. We have the Warframe Quest to Conquer Cancer, more cosmetic loot in general, right? You see all of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's get into the general stuff now. They have a QTCC UI theme. It looks really cool. It works well with all the other colors. You can't be mad, or you are, I don't know. But it looks really cool. See, look at the cute floof. I have my floofs over there, guarding my Zongetsu. Tensa Zongetsu, sorry, because they are all Soul Reapers, of course, of course. We have new glyphs. Spooky themed October glyphs, new sort of cosmetic. The first little bit is just cosmetic. So more skins, more skins. Awesome Lotus Nabarus vampire skin. Awesome. I imagine with Lotus Nabarus Vampire, there will be a lot of jokes around Lotus giving you the suck. Is she gonna suck me clean? Will Lotus suck me dry? Lotus sucking me dry in 4K. So yeah, we're all a bunch of thirsty goofballs. Don't worry about it. So new Nabarus Lotus skin. It looks pretty dope. Reb keeps pulling shit out of her hat and like out of her clothes, and it got really weird. She kept pulling things. Abyss of Dagath. There's Dagath, everyone. Oh, with her signature front helm, where she can also give you the suck. And then they show off some alt stuff, but that's Dagath. Alt helmet is a side hole. Looks pretty cool. I like it. And then here's some general Dagath fashion frame with the new wings. New wings are really sick. It's like a beat up Nabarus wings. They made her look like a unicorn. More Dagath fashion, right? So here is the new weapon with Dagath, the Doraclave. After 20 kills or assists, Doraclave enters a spectral state, doubles weapon follow-through, guarantees status effect for the next 20 attacks. In Dagath's hand, each active status effect heals her slightly. So it's a built-in, is the mod called Healing Return? The one that heals on status? Built in. Awesome. Sweet. So that's the new weapon. Where you farm Dagath will be on a new mission, but here they just quickly go over her abilities. Her first ability is an AoE kind of like Ureli attack, and then the scythes hit the enemy, and then it hits the enemies and debuffs them, I think, with like a scythe over their head, or maybe that incorporates into the other ability. Either way, scythe attacks, does a lot of damage, sweet, sweet. Daily reminder, subscribe, like, check out Twitch, all the social medias. I will be uploading separate videos because there's like 5 different workshops in regards to the Warframe update, so I will be uploading workshop videos as well. So keep that in mind, but that's how Dagath works. First ability, AoE scythe attack. Second ability, has that little scythe above the head, is kind of like an AoE damage increase type debuff curse. No, get out of here. Go on. So you just go through that update. Your second ability, keep refreshing it, do damage to enemies. Your third ability is similar. When you die, you do not get down using Dagath's third ability. You have a second life. Also, her third ability, I believe, gives you like damage and crit increases when you activate it as a passive. But yeah, see, like a little active there. So your third ability is just don't die. You become a spectral straight, better than a Naros pretty much, and you just attack enemies. So love it. Her fourth ability, I'm waiting for them to use it. It's awesome. It's Spectral Steed. You just send forward a bunch of spectral mounts. Yep, Dagath's first ability is Ureli. Yes. See, you just send little horsies forward. All things considered, really cool. There's your Kaith, not mad at that. So the generals around that update. How will you farm Dagath, you may ask? You will purchase the Abyssal Beacon from standard syndicates. From there, you will then go farm the Ceres Abyssal Beacon maps. And then you will get currency, and you will use that to buy Dagath in the new clan dojo. She is a clan dojo Warframe, technically. So once you go to there, right, that's how you farm her. You go into this spooky, really cool looking clan dojo, and you have your Dagath there, or sorry, your Kaith that you can customize. And this is where you actually purchase Dagath. Here you can purchase Dagath's weapon, the Doriclave, and Dagath herself. And that is the farming method for how to farm Dagath. There will be an on-release how to farm Dagath video, but it is very simple and very easy. So I hope that helps, right? Overall, very simple, very easy how to farm Dagath. There you go. And then they just check out that sweet place longer. Nidus Void Shell skin, there's Mirage Void Shell skin, and Protea Void Shell? Protea Void Shell, right? Sweet Protea Void Shell skin. Yep, Devstream drops are only during the Devstream. So you have that. This is the Abyss of Dagath QOL update launching October 18th. We've gone over most of these. Alt Helms, Dojo, Knights of Nabrus is returning. We're getting more glyphs, skins, Nabrus Lotus skin, right? QOL reworks, Grendel Prime, and more. So we already kind of talked about most of that quickly. There's my face, because this is all taken from the live stream recording. They talk about a ton of stuff. We're going to go over each of it in more detail during each of the developer rundowns, but this is the Abyss of Dagath companion update. This is awesome. First round of changes, part 2 coming later. Companions can no longer die. There are mods to make them revive faster. New interactive mods that offer ways to play alongside your companion. Changes to many companion mods, mostly to support the first 2 goals of removing death states and improving basic survivability. Now, they'll go over some mods quickly, right? You can see huge damage boost, crit boost, right? Oh, each time you spend energy, you get a clone of your companion for 30 seconds. Oh, all things considered, pretty cool. Finally, you can use any companion because they aren't going to die. They're pretty much all Smita Kavats in that sense, or like Vulpaphilas, sorry, in the fact that they just revive. So yeah, I imagine the Vulpaphilas mod will be changed around so that the revival of it is either sped up or something like that. But overall, they're better. Companions are much tankier, all things considered as well. Way tankier with mods and no mods. They reworked how they had their HP and everything. So companions are a lot tankier. Cool things there. We're very happy. Sweet mods, sweet mods. So that's the general tier 1 companion rework. That's pretty much all of it. This is where they were memeing about Pablo being naked, as you can see. That's a sweet screenshot. And yeah, so now we're going on to Hydroid. Oh, Hydroid rework. New passive, changing impact damage to corrosive, removing charged mechanics, Tempest Barrage deals corrosive and staggers enemies, Tidal Surge can be steered, applies corrosive status, and erases Hydroid's negative status effects. Undertow replaced with Plunder. Rip Undertow, no longer can you be a puddle, I know. Well, applies corrosives and strips armors, increasing Hydroid's armor and weapon damage. I mean, it's pretty simple. When companions die, they get downed. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not that they can't die, it's that they can't die forever. I mean, come on, man. Pretty simple overall. They just have a revive state now of like a minute and a half, less, more, right? So this is how new Hydroid works. We pretty much saw him there, but let's just talk about him. Uses his first abilities. The damage is better now because it's better statuses, and it seems like the water targets enemies a little better, right? Like, look at that. It targets them, right? Cool. Cool, all things considered, sweet. Ah, you wish vacuum would work in a regen state. You fucking wish. I'm assuming it won't, but yeah. The abilities are just abilities, right? He hits them with water more. He buffs himself up more. Look at that, tidal wave, sweet. Does some damage. Can't be too mad at that. Then he goes on to start using his third ability, which is, there you go. You got armor, corrosive damage right down there. It's a good buff, all things considered. And I think it adds more damage. But, yeah, very unfortunate times. And then with the fourth ability, come on. You still have tentacles going everywhere, right? It's fourth ability now. So you got tentacles going everywhere. They spawn on enemies. They actually reach out and properly grab enemies now. So, like, the tentacles are better overall. And you just have stat increases across the board with Hydroid. So that's generally how he works. Pretty good. So can't be that mad. So that is a Hydroid rework, right? Look at that. Weapon damage, Hydroid armor. God, you're just gonna be better. Hydroid's now steel path viable overall with any casual Warframe build. So claiming my drop, awesome, awesome. They're talking about that. Now we have the new player experience Dagath update, right? This one's fairly simple, all things considered. Removal of flawed mods. You'll probably get Endo and maybe a Forma back, and that's it. Mark 1 weapons are moving from Vor's Prize to only be in the market. Mark 1 weapons are not getting deleted. Flawed mods are getting deleted though. Early game inbox and junction adjustments to make everything easier. General universal enemy radar. Sweet. Quest improvements, Wave Rider, Vox Solaris, Nata, right? They're making everything a little easier and flow better for newer players. And Cetus Wisps and Necromech acquisition changes, they're also making that easier, less painful, and Cetus Wisps will no longer run away from you. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So those are the general updates. We'll go over all of this more in the like individual breakdowns, but it just seems everything's a little better and a little easier for early game, less painful in that regard. They go over each one of these like separately. The TLDR is just everything's gonna be a little easier, less to do for the Wave Rider quest, things like that. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Now, we have Abyss of Dagath, accessibility, and HUD improvements. Enemy and ally highlighting systems. That's right, enemies highlight. You have auto melee. They're gonna update it again, but this is like tier 1 for auto melee. Conservation improvements. Oh, nice, they're making conservation better. Buffs and debuffs and pause menu. You can finally check what the hell's going on. Weapon display traits in upgrade, so you can finally figure out what the fuck is going on. New update history screen, so you can again finally figure out what the fuck is going on. I love it. These are all good updates, okay? All of this is good. It's just Warframe's a confusing game. So you see how there's an enemy right here and you can barely tell? So now enemies highlight. You can change the color, increase, decrease it. And here we go, right? Look at that highlight. Enemy highlight, self-highlight intensifying. Right, not bad. You got a good look at it, see how it works. I mean, a lot of QOL updates should have been in the game. That's kind of the whole point of QOL. If you could make a perfect game on launch and never touch it, people would. But that's not called real life, and that's fucking crazy. You're on drugs if you think that's happening, you know? So that's kind of the old map. We've seen the new updated map with like these dudes looking around. And now it'll just show the closest one. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Good things, good things. So yeah, we have footsteps are highlighted better now, so good QOL in that regard. Here's auto melee. I mean, it's auto melee. What else do you want us to talk about? I think they said they're gonna have it auto melee so that like later on you'll be able to auto melee heavy attacks and stuff, but right now it's just auto melee for basic attacks. I think that's what they kind of said. So auto melee is going to be updated more after this. So yeah, tier 1 auto melee is auto basic attacks. Cool. This is the developer build of the new update screen. So hilariously enough, here's all the new items you can buy. Fuck me. And then here's all the update notes. It looks like literally all they did was add like buy this shit as well as bullet points. So kind of funny, not the biggest QOL update. It looks good, but it's like, hey, buy our stuff, hey, spend money on the game. Warframe has pushed itself harder to be less of a free-to-play friendly game and more of a please buy our skins. So it's just kind of funny that they shoved the purchasables in our face more and more right after they did the heirloom collection shenanigans. They said they're never gonna do it as bad as the heirloom collection. They said maybe next year they're properly gonna have the packs separated, no Regal Aya and Platinum bullshit. But if they do the same and have a heirloom collection next year, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So that's that. Cool new screen. This is the pause menu. You can now check what your buffs and debuffs are. So that's pretty good. Because before Warframe, I would just have like 20 or 30 buffs, stuff like that in the top right. And I would just have no idea what those were half the time. I just know they're good. So yeah, buffs and debuffs are there. They are now having, like, these are all the things we went over, right? You can now see a weapon's unique ability in the modding upgrade menu. Thank God, because it was so hard to know what the hell was going on half the time with small effects. So there you go, you have that now. Now, we have system changes and general quality of life. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna briefly go over these. Okay, focus lens conversion buff. shield gating and shield overhaul, break and armor mission improvements, nightwave changes, Warframe level up stats, damage attenuation changes, steel path circuit riven rewards, and Inaros evolution swap. I think the focus lens conversion buff just, gives better amounts of conversion. Cool. Shield gating and shield overhauling. Oh god, that's going to be a huge change. The shield gating and shield overhauling will make it so that shield gate is reflective on your max shield, how much shield you're losing. It's going to be a big amount of change, but yeah. No longer will you need corrupted dragon keys because they're adding in a mod that operates the same as a corrupted dragon key. But now it's better to have longer shields, because the longer your shield, the longer your damage invulnerability from shield gating is when you lose your shield. So it's actually good to have more shield now. Because if you have this on, your max shield's only 1.33 seconds, keys become useless, yeah, larger, longer, exactly, right? It's pretty good. Dealerless off. Oh god, what am I clicking? So that's the shield gate, pretty much. Break and armor mission improvements. They're just making them easier and making call better, like getting more loot in it. This one was pretty like whatever. I didn't care about it too much because I stopped doing break and armor missions because they are not fun after the first like 2 times. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Nightwave changes. They're making Nightwave a little easier, having more universal challenges, things like that. Warframe level up stats. If you didn't know, Warframe mods do the math based on your level 0 HP, not your level 30 HP. So instead of getting like 1300 or like 1400, whatever your HP would be out of this, you're getting 720 because Warframe math fucking sucks. So they're finally updating it so the Warframe math goes based on your base level 30 HP, your upgraded HP. The thing is, that means they have to change the value of all of their old mods, right? So what they're doing is they're making your Warframe math better because Warframe math is very bad. New mods will, instead of being like this, will be 100% armor, 100% health, 100% energy max, 100% shield capacity. The thing is, these are now going based off the level like 30, what your HP is at the time, whereas the old mods would only go based off your level 0 HP. So it's like the weirdest math calculation ever. So they finally fixed that. TLDR, Warframe finally fixed math calculation in regards to like upgrade Warframe levels and mods, which is crazy that this even worked this way to begin with, right? I had no idea. I always just throw mods on, call it a day, good enough, bad enough, right? So we continue on, damage attenuation changes. They're making it easier for low damage to be pushed up, high damage pushed down. They're pretty much just like fixing it up a little bit. Steel Path Circuit Riven rewards. That's pretty simple. If you've bought all the Incarnans, you can now choose to get a Riven out of it, right? Wouldn't that be sick? A little Riven, right? Incarnate evolution swap. I'm not seeing it pop up here, but you can now swap your Incarnate updates in your upgrade section. Barrels now actually do damage and push enemies away. Oh, pretty easy. Pretty easy. So that's pretty cool. There it is. So this is the Incarnate upgrade menu. You can finally change this in your Orbiter. You still have to go to Cavallero if you're going to upgrade it or unlock the upgrade. But now if you're just changing shit around, you can at least just do it in your inventory upgrade menu. Thank God. And now this is the Steel Path change. If you have all of the Incarnates, you can just grab Riven mods. I don't know if they're going to let you take multiple Incarnates or if they're going to force you to take Riven mods. But you can probably just choose Riven mods, I assume. So yeah, if you have all the Incarnates, you can choose to grab Riven mods instead of the Incarnates. So cool. Awesome. That's good QOL there, boy. Boy, howdy. That is some good QOL. We have Grendel Prime, the Xylock Prime, and the Maceter Prime coming this update. I can't remember which Warframe is getting vaulted, but honestly, my brain is so broken that I don't really care. So let me know if you remember what Warframe is going to be vaulted. Yeah, go for it. Do the Mountain Dew. Cross save update, boy, girl, everyone. Cross save update is this. Cross save is still planned to come 2023, Whispers in the Wall probably update. This next update, they are enabling cross-play clans. So me, on my PC clan, will finally be able to invite console on Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch Tenno. So we're finally getting updates to cross-play via cross-play clans. So yeah. Sorry, that was kind of a mouthful and words are hard, but we're finally getting crossplay functionality for clans. I think the last thing we're going over, Soulframe is going to have an early alpha in December where they will be inviting people at random based on how quickly they signed up for the game. So there's going to be a Soulframe alpha. I really hope I get in. Please invite me. I would love to, you know, take a look at the game, but yeah, Soulframe alpha. If it's a closed alpha, I would be very sad. I really hope it's like a we can stream and show off gameplay type of alphas, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, Soulframe alpha, they launched their Discord and everything. So yeah, go for that. I think that's pretty much the end of it. I don't think they talked about anything more. So that is the Devstream 173 recap. Last thing they brought up again, yeah, was just the Abyss of Dagath background stuff. But that's the update, everyone. What do you think? Is it a good update or is it a bad update? Oh, I'm not a Warframe partner. No, I'm a Twitch partner and I'm a YouTube partner and like other stuff, but I'm not a Warframe partner, like content creator. No. I'm a First Descendant creator. I'm an Epic Games creator. Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you want to support the channel. If you use Epic Games Store, you know, you can always subscribe, like, or check out any of my general social medias. They're everywhere, but this is a good update. I like this update. It's great quality of life, a little bit of new stuff in gameplay, but it's like 80%, 90% quality of life, 10% new content with like Dagath, the new game mode, and the new weapon, right? Remember, this is pretty much quality of life update, but at least they're updating a lot of old stuff, so all the content's old content that we can check out again. We can make new Hydroid builds, we can check out Grendel Prime, the new Warframe, the new map, right? And then we can mess around with new builds with shield gating being gone, or you can be boring and continue shield gating with dragon keys. So not bad, not bad. I thought it was a good update. I really like it. How was Charm nerfed? Who cares? I don't care at all. They just gave it a nerf. And that's all things. I will be going over each individual dev workshop individually because this is such a big update, and I will get my update videos out over the past next 2-3 days, and that's just kind of how that goes. So let me know what you thought of the update. Looks like people like it. It's not perfect, but it's a good quality of life update. So fuck dragon keys. I'm happy you don't have to equip that anymore, and I'm happy they just give us a mod for that dragon key. So yeah, cheers.